Hi, it's time to cook again. Today I'm going to make cinnamon donuts. I'm actually making these to give away. My daughter, as you know, is a nurse, and the daytime nurses get lots of treats from different restaurants and different people. Nighttime nurses, nothing. So she's going to take these to work with her since I can't go into the hospital anyway. So that's what I'm making today. Cinnamon donuts, very simple, very easy, and very delicious. So here we go. We're going to start out with 2 cups of flour and 1.5 cups of sugar, and I put it in this colander so I can sift it all together. To that we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. That goes in here so that we're sifting it all together. The last thing is 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. And I've got that right here, but I want to show you how I got it. Yes, you can buy the ground nutmeg already ground, but you can also take a rasp and buy whole nutmegs in the store and just do it this way. It's really easy, it's pretty fast, and it's a much better flavor. So that's how I did that. I wanted to show you. Okay, so we're going to sift all of this together. It just takes a minute to do. It's not hard. Oh, a little bit of air dust there. That's funny, I didn't realize how much there was. Okay, so that's it on that. So now we've got the dry ingredients, and now we're going to do the wet ingredients. I have 1 large, actually extra large egg, lightly beaten. I'm going to add 1.5 cups, 1.25 cups of whole milk. You could use the low-fat milk if you wanted to, but I'm using this. Okay, and then 2 tablespoons of melted butter. If your melted butter is warm, always add it last so you don't cook your eggs. You certainly don't want scrambled eggs in your cinnamon donuts. So just give that, well, actually I see a little bit of powder left in there. Okay, and we're going to add 2 teaspoons of, guess it, vanilla. Okay, 1, 2, I always give an extra squirt because I love vanilla, as you know. So let me get this out of my way. Okay, now we're going to whisk this together lightly and add it to our wet ingredients. And we're not going to over stir this, we're going to stir it till it's combined and then stop. Can make it a little too tough if you over stir it, overbeat it. Now in the meantime, I've heated my oven to 350 and I've got a little donut pan that I've sprayed with nonstick cooking spray. Make sure you spray it really well. And this is almost ready. I'm going to end up topping these with a little icing and a little cinnamon sugar. By the time she goes to work tonight, they'll be ready to go with her. She says she always gets really tired about 3 o'clock in the morning, so this should be a good pick-me-up for her and her co-workers. Okay, we're done with this. All right, now you can either spoon it in there, or you can put it in a bag and kind of pipe it in. So I think I'm going to try that because I haven't done that before. I want to make sure I got all my ingredients. Give me a second. Yep, all there. Okay. Actually, you know what? That's a lot of trouble. Let's not do that. I'm going to take the easy way out. Get a bigger spoon. Obviously, I'm going to try not to get it on the center of the donut pan. It's going to take about 1.5 scoops. I don't want skinny donuts. Okay, so I'm going to continue to do this with my donuts in the pan. And then I'm going to put them in the oven at 350 and I'm going to bake them, sorry, let me check my recipe, for about 17 minutes and then we'll be back. Okay, we're back. Now the donuts have cooked. They came out, isn't that cute? So now I'm going to make some icing. You could just dip these in melted butter and then sprinkle cinnamon sugar on it, but I'm going to take it up a notch, as they say. So I've got 1.5 cups of powdered sugar that I've sifted, as you can see. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla, of vanilla. Okay. And I'm going to add, since these are cinnamon donuts, about a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. You might need a little bit more depending on consistency, but we're going to start with this. Okay. I'm just going to stir it around. What I'm going to do is dip the donuts in this, and then I'm going to sprinkle the top with cinnamon sugar, so I'm really like going overboard on this. But it'll be delicious. They're already delicious by themselves, but okay, whenever you can use icing, you got to use icing. Looks like this will be a little bit thick, so I'll probably have to add some more syrup. Now you could use water, orange juice, whatever, but you know, cinnamon and maple syrup, how good is that? Yep, that is way too thick, so let me add some more. Here we go. Okay, we're almost there. I'm going to add another shot of vanilla. Baking is a science, but obviously icing's not baking, so you can be a little flexible. Okay, I think we're in pretty good shape here. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my donut, round side up, and dip it into the icing. Swirl it around a little bit. Oops, there we go. How pretty is that? Let's do another one. Okay, so you don't have to watch me do all of them. Then I've got some cinnamon sugar that I mixed up here, and I'm just going to sprinkle a little across the top, just to add that little extra something. Not that it needs it, just because I can't leave well enough of it. And that's it. That's it. So easy. It makes about 2 dozen, depending on the size of your donut pan. I hope you try it. It's wonderful. I know people think of cinnamon and maple as fall, but why can't you eat it all year round? It's like pumpkin pie. Why can't you eat that all year round? You can. So I hope you try this. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for joining me.